And welcome to our first bird display of the day. My name's Gary and joining me today is Alex. We're two of the animal trainers here at the park and we're going to introduce you to a few of the birds from around the world. Today we're starting in South America with Ruby. Ruby here is actually a green-winged macaw, means he's one of the largest parrots in the world. That basically means that when it comes to feeding out in the wild, these birds just can't land where the fruit is. The fruit grows on the edges of the thin twigs, and to get to that fruit, what they do is they pull the thin twigs in towards themselves, fusing their beak and their feet together. Now Ruby's done a fantastic job and she's managed to get hold of that grape. So let's give her a nice big round of applause. She loves her encouragement. And let's start to find out how these birds move around out in the wild. Now you've already seen Ruby fly from me up to that rope, and one of the things you may have noticed, she's got quite a large wingspan. That basically means that when these birds are flying around in the wild, they need a nice big gap to fly through in the treetops. So if they're not near a big gap, they can't take off. Now Ruby can do this the right way up, but again she knows she gets a bigger round of applause for doing it upside down. So again, let's hear it for Ruby. She's doing a great job for us. Now unfortunately, one of the biggest threats to these birds, both in captivity and out in the wild, is litter. And if you guys have got any litter on you at all today, what we'd like you to do is to follow Ruby's example. And what Ruby's going to do for us today is not drop it on the floor, but take it with her. Find the bin and bonk it in just like that. Now Ruby, again, you're doing a great job. Let's give her a nice big round of applause there. When it's time for us to say goodbye to her, she's going to make her way out the back to Alex. So let's have another nice big round of applause for Ruby. Rainbow lorikeets, one of the most common out of the lot. But all lorikeets have got something in common. And that's the fact they all feed on nectar. And to get to the nectar and the flower and plants, they hang upside down and their feet in the flowers, just like so. Now our two little lorikeets are a pair. The reason why I know this is because they like to give each other little kisses from time to time, just like that. Now this means that they could want to breed, and when these birds breed, they breed in nest boxes like that one over there. Unfortunately, the biggest threat to these birds are making their way into the arena at the moment.
That's coming up right, love.
Brown rats come into the lorikeet nest. They actually take the lorikeet eggs out of the nest. This stops the birds from being able to breed, and this doesn't help them to sustain themselves from one generation to the next. So what any donations go towards doing is they actually go towards saving the lorikeets by getting rid of animals like rats off of some of the isolated breeding sites. Now our lorikeets have done a fantastic job. They're just showing us now just very quickly how fast they are at flying. As you can see, they're like little fighter jets, these two. They're very, very quick indeed. But our lorikeets today, they have done an absolutely fantastic job. These guys are ambassadors for lorikeets the world over. And if you want to help save these guys, as fast as they can run along it, because they've got claws that go to their front and their rear paws, it helps them to climb, like you can see just here. But they've also got that great big long tail, which they swing from side to side and it acts like a great big counterweight. But some of these guys can do, which we can. They can rotate their ankles back behind themselves to help them climb head first down, just like that. But rats are famous for living in burrow systems and sewers, and that's why we've got this little maze just here. It shows just how flexible our little rat is, being able to twist and turn with that long flexible back to hers. Now our little rat today is going to make it up onto this ship. This ship's going to set sail, and originally rats were found in places like China, but the trip from China to Australia could take a few months at a time, which is long enough if your rat's pregnant to do what rats do best, which is give birth